Hi, this is Angela Gower-Johnson from UltimateDreamProject.com. Today I'd like to talk to you about my favorite story. So this is my favorite story about me. In the year 2000, I'd been practicing an active form of Buddhism. It was Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism, the one where I would chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. I'd been practicing that for almost 20 years, and I was having a bit of an issue. My awareness was expanding so quickly that no one in my practice was able to relate to what I was going through, and I really needed support. So what I did was I made a demand and a commitment of myself to chant every single day for at least 3 hours. So I was chanting at least 3 hours, and then I was dancing for a minimum of an hour. So before I even knew about it, I knew how to trance dance, and it's something that I've been doing for as long as I remember. I just lose myself in the dancing, and then I download a bunch of information. And it's the way that I used to get information before I went and did my training. So what happened was I spent 9 months doing this regime, and there were some days that I would do 6 hours of chanting, and this was with also having children, 2 of them under the age of 4. So I had this schedule that I followed, and I was absolutely determined to find what came after Buddhism. And with my dancing and the chanting, I was able to start getting information about Lake Tahoe, and I ended up being guided to go there. And what happened was I had to quit my job. Well, I sort of quit, I sort of got fired. So I told my boss that I had to go to Lake Tahoe, and she thought I was absolutely nuts. So she said you could have a couple of days off to sort yourself out, but if you get on the plane, that's it, you're fired. I had this great job. It was amazing. We were traveling to Paris and London and Rome to meet with all of these amazing designers. Like, we were going to Chanel and Gucci and Pucci, promoting designer jewelry and designer fabric patterns. It was amazing, and I had amazing connections in Vogue and Elle. It was great, but my spirituality was calling me. There was something more that was calling me. So without knowing anyone in Lake Tahoe whatsoever, I had booked a ticket, got on a plane, lost my job. I drove from Reno, Nevada, all the way to Lake Tahoe. And I had only one name from my trance dancing. I didn't know anyone in Lake Tahoe whatsoever, but I was literally pulled to drive in to this parking lot and go into a bookstore. And the bookstore ended up being a New Age bookstore, which I couldn't really tell from outside. It was just really posh, and it was just all amazing wood. So I went in, and unbelievably, 2 of my teachers were there. So when I say teachers, I didn't know them, but when I saw them, I knew them, if that makes any sense. And one of the guys that was there, he was just like, wow, you've come for us. And he lived in San Francisco, and he just had that a pulling to drive up to Lake Tahoe that day. And it wasn't even a training day, because he would come up for classes. So it ended up that there was 15 people all together, one of them being the main teacher, who was Native American and who had traveled all around the world training with other Native medicine men, as well as being the medicine man for 2 reservations. And he had energetically sent out the call to 14 other people, some of them also being Native American medicine men. And we had all gathered in this one place where we started training with this one teacher, and then also sharing information. And there I was able to fine-tune my awareness and learn more about energy and energy medicine and the way that Native American Indians use energy. So that's my favorite story of, you know, me taking a huge risk, giving up something that was valuable for me in exchange for something that was so much more valuable for me. So if you'd like to get to know me better, please contact me, or, you know, join my mailing list at ultimatedreamproject.com, and I look forward to connecting with you. What are the infinite possibilities here?